The Bedford Fire Department had a gathering to say farewell to the retiring Captain Thatcher Plante. Chief Hunter explains the impact that Thatcher has made on the Bedford Fire Department.
Thatcher arrived here about 6 years ago in November of 2014 as our fire inspector, and I remember going to have a little pre-interview with you over at, where were we? At a bakery right here in town, right? It really impressed me from the start, right? So, and was hired on here as our inspector with very little knowledge of code enforcement and public ed. And we, but very, very fast learner. I remember when I first introduced him to the camera, right, and told him we have this thing in town called BCTV, and we do these things called PSAs, and Thatcher was like, "You want me to do what?" It was a long hesitation. Anyway, he warmed right up to it, and of course, with a little coaching from Bill Jennings, and you know, a little confidence. You're a natural, kid. You're a natural.
So when I first got here, I kind of had some idea about fire and EMS. I was brand new to prevention, but was intrigued by it, and thank you for taking me under your wing and teaching me everything you knew. And one of the first things was to talk to kindergarten kids, which was way scarier than the first building fire I ever went to. I was like, no, like they're gonna ask me questions like, what if, my dog doesn't come out? And you're like, well, it dies. Like, like that was way scarier. And you obviously, you figure out a more politically correct answer, and that was like the hardest, scariest part of the job. I finally get that figured out. I'm like, all right, building fires, check. Plan review, check. Talking to kindergarten kids, check. And they stick a camera in front of my face, and and you get to. Luckily, all of my my PSAs and everything are cataloged for me to look back and just go, oh God, like what was I thinking, And got a little bit better with time, because I will tell everybody. Everybody hates the sound of your own voice, and you hate the way you look on camera. I am no different. You just have to let loose and just understand that. And then at a certain point, Mom and Dad, it wasn't so much the age, it was you two fight like a married couple. And I just had to like recruit a brother to vent to, because we just eventually just had to be like, all right, Mom and Dad, that's great. But yeah, eventually I really loved doing that side of it, and you just kind of develop new skills that you never knew you had. Thank you, everybody. I really appreciate it.
So, as we've already heard, today is a very bittersweet day for us here at the town of Bedford and BCTV and WBNH, because we're losing Captain Thatcher Plante. Captain, it's been so great having you work with us over the years.
Thank you, you as well, you and everybody at BCTV and WBNH.
Absolutely, and so you kind of talked about this a little bit before, but talk about it a little bit more about your experience with media and how you kind of got thrown into it. It wasn't quite your thing, but now if anybody watches BCTV or listens to WBNH, they're sure to know your name. You've come a long way, but tell us a little bit about that experience.
Sure. So like you said, I had no experience in it at all. It was terrifying, and I just kind of got a little bit more comfortable with it as it went along, and then I kind of wanted to make it my own, and wanted to help you guys out with the editing and learn a little bit about that. And so you guys taught me how to edit, and I got to do some of my own programming, and it became a hobby of mine. I got my own account for Adobe Creative Cloud, and started doing my own videos and editing, and have a podcast that we, myself and Inspector Lavoie, do, and actually started doing a little bit of animation too. So I really enjoyed it. I actually enjoy being behind the camera more than in front of the camera, but you can usually find more volunteers to hold the camera than you can to stand in front of it. So.
That's right. And you mentioned Tim Lavoie. Well, he's going to have to try to fill your footsteps, but that's going to be kind of hard, I think, but I'm sure he's going to do a great job too, so we're going to recruit him. And sad to see you go. I just want to say thank you from all of us at the stations for everything that you've done, contributing to us, working with us. Me personally, you've helped me learn with flying the drone, and your pilot experiences come in handy with all of that. So I just want to give you a big thank you from all of us. We're going to miss you.
Well, thank you to all of you, and I'm going to miss you guys as well. And thanks for making me look so good, I guess. Like I said, it's a team effort, and I was just a part of that. And Tim, who just snuck over here, he'll put his own spin on it and make his own claim to fame. So thank you guys. It was a pleasure, and I learned a lot. And best of luck to you.
Best of luck to you. We're going to be following you in your adventures and looking forward to seeing where you fly off. So thank you again.
Thank you, guys.
So now let's take a look at some of the videos that Thatcher produced over the years and see all of those great highlights.
Hi, I'm Fire Inspector Thatcher Plante of the Bedford Fire Department. Using a portable fire extinguisher is not difficult, but please don't wait until there's actually a fire before you try to learn how to use one. So most homeowners like yourself pass by the smoke alarm, fire extinguisher section every day and don't really pay too much attention to it. But then when you actually are in the market to purchase something, you can see this is quite a selection. We range all the way from a $5.99 smoke alarm to a $49.99. And so welcome to another episode of the Firehouse Health and Wellness Show. We're doing a cooking segment today. I have with me Deputy Chief Scott Hunter of the Bedford Fire Department. And what are we making today, Deputy?
Today I thought we'd make something healthy for our firefighters. Turkey Florentine meatballs.
Hey. Hands free. Come on.
I know what you're doing. Get back! Get back! 6 feet! Get back! Get back! 6 feet! Trick or treat! Get out of here! Get back! 6 feet! Get out of here!
Welcome to the Firehouse Health and Wellness Program. This is a show that will highlight the many aspects of life as a firefighter.